and Wretched Hag blasting his ultimate in harm's way, but it looks like Zephyr gonna come in here as well, and kills being dropped on all sides. Soul Stealer dropping as well, but he does have that token. The Zephyr gonna fall to the Soul Stealer, who has respawned, or he may not yet. There he goes. 3 kills for the Hellborn team. Only Wretched Hag and Plague Rider being alive, the critical component there. That Forsaken Archer did fall. For the Legion team, though, the 3 carries did not die. Notice how Soul Stealer, Arachna, Predator, the 3 most important heroes are still alive, and that is the tale of it all, with that tower going down and possibly a second tower as well. DrDz is in a great position right now against MSIFnatic, and it's going to take a miracle, I feel like, for this Legion team to get back in this game. With the 3 strongest carries in the game surviving, and the Forsaken Archer and the Zephyr for the Legion team falling in that last battle. Not a good situation at all. And Soul Stealer now working on a Dancing Blade. He will be getting that, what is it called now? It is called a, something, I know it's called a butterfly in Dota, but can't quite seem to recall the name right now for Heroes of Newerth. Unless the shop would open up, then I'd be able to tell you guys. Yeah, that's obviously a great item for an agility hero. Actually, the capital item for any agility hero, getting a butterfly. Very, very important right there. As towards the top lane, looks like Fresh Pro. Still, it looks like he's getting a... Oh, he does have a Kuldra Sheepstick right now. Very nice pickup for the Wretched Hag, and that can be one of the things that changes the momentum of the game. But at this point, I just don't know. They're so far behind, I feel like. Even though the score is 17-20, the enemy carries are... I mean, the Soul Stealer is level 22, for goodness sake. And meanwhile, on the Legion team, you know, you've got a Plague Rider at level 12 and a Curse at level 14. It's just, it's dirty. I mean, obviously the Andromeda and the Pyromancer are kind of like the fluff on that side as well. Where the Andromeda's... He's just kind of like there to just swap in and die. But I still feel like the Hellborn team has those ultra carries that are very, very hard to stop. So it'll be a miracle, I think, for the Legion team, MSIFnatic, to come back. They are going to have to hold on this top tower, though. Alright, here we go. Looks like Kuldra Sheepstick being used on the Predator, which means he cannot use his magic immunity out of that, and getting nuked by all those ultimates. Gonna fall. A double tap occurring there. I believe the Predator, and I'm not sure who else died right there. I think it was the Andromeda, and there we go. It's possible the Arachna could fall as well. This could be the saving grace of MSIFnatic. This is exactly what they needed, and Fresh Pro there picking up all 3 kills with a hat trick. Oh my goodness, what a turn of events. And really, the Hellborn team for DrDz was just out of position. Soul Stealer is here at the middle, not helping his teammates out. The only thing I would say could be a tarnish on that triple kill was that it did not go to the Archer or the Zephyr. So that kind of sucks right there, as the Wretched Hag got all 3 kills, but really making use of that Sheepstick. Now, it looks like the Legion team is going to push top tower, but at the same time, Soul Stealer is going to be pushing mid, and if you kill off this tower, you do have access to these barracks. Killing these barracks makes your creeps, or makes the enemy creeps that much stronger, or excuse me, your creeps that much stronger. And so, wow, Hellborn team is going to take out the center tower right here. They're going to TP back to try to save the barracks. Meanwhile, the top tower is getting taken out by the Legion team. Now players are starting to town portal back after they have killed off that melee barracks. But it looks like oh my goodness, the Soul Stealer was not able to kill off the barracks here. Or am I just glitching out? Yeah, I'm just glitching out. The melee barracks did go down, and at the top, the melee and the ranged barracks went down. So a good exchange there for MSIFnatic, who were able to kill off both barracks, whereas DrDz only was able to kill off the melee at the center. So now you guys will see that these creeps they look different. They are much stronger on this top lane. They do a lot more damage, and they will be able to crush these these creeps for the Hellborn team at the top lane. Meanwhile, at the center lane, those creeps, well, they all just died. But these guys are much stronger towards the center as well. Interesting mechanics going on right here, as usually a top tier game, it doesn't end where both sides lose barracks. Usually it's just like one side gets crushed pretty easily. So this is already, it's actually pretty close, 20-20. I still feel like DrDz might have a slight advantage, but they really threw it away when they gave away 3 kills at that top lane. And now the Legion team is right back in it. They definitely, it's not a game where it's a situation the Hellborn team has it to lose. It's definitely, I would say, maybe 45-55 in favor of the Hellborn team. And I'd really like to see what items they are fostering right now. Forsaken Archer with a Geometer's Bane of his own. Obviously very powerful right there. Zephyr picking up nothing too new. Oh, he has a Demonic Breastplate. Very powerful item for the entire team indeed. Predator does have, he has his Shieldbreaker for quite a while actually. And I don't think anything too new really. It looks like the Soulseer are going to be walking in first, and he does have his Wingbow. That's what it's called. Oh my goodness, a major battle going on here. Zephyr dropping his ult, Soulseer dropping his ult as well. Looks like the Archer's got to be careful, almost getting taken out right there as he's going to run for safety. Predator engaging the Zephyr, and then the Wretched Hag dropping his ultimate. Looks like multiple heroes going down for the Hellborn team, and the Legion team dropping in the red, but not going to fall. Soulsealer getting picked off along with the Zephyr. They die side by side, and that just like that, the Predator as well as the Soulseer dropping for the Hellborn team, and it looks like well, it looks like the Zephyr and the Forsaken Archer also dropped for the Legion. So both sides losing their major carries right there. Only the Arachna making it out of harm's way. But he's not really the best hero right now with a mere Shrunken Head, and Geometer's Bane doesn't have that much damage, although it is quite a bit. But I think in that last exchange, both sides, it looks like, yeah, both sides killing off about 3 heroes each. Maybe MSIFnatic came out ahead with only losing 2. But they did lose their 2 hard carries. And every single time a team battle happens, they are engaging the major heroes first, the most powerful heroes. And that is important. You got to kill off those carries right away, and then concurrently stun the support heroes. So great play here from the Hellborn side. All right, so let's see what the Pyromancer's up to. Just kind of dancing at the center. Doesn't want to flirt with disaster at the middle of the map. He doesn't have too many interesting items right now. Andromeda has just been warding all game long, which is pretty standard, getting a broadsword there on the Arachna. And I think the Legion team, even though they lost both their carries, they were able to kill 2 enemy carries. It was 2 kills for 3 kills. So they are slowly eking out a closer and closer game as time goes on. Plague Rider finally picking up something, a major totem right there. I'd really like to see some Void Talismans being used right now, especially against those Soul Stealers and the Arachna and Predator. It would be so good for, say, the Plague Rider, or maybe even the Wretched Hag. Oh, the Wretched Hag, as I was calling it, does have a Void Talisman right now, making him immune to physical damage for 4 seconds. So that's a great item to pick up. The Forsaken Archer right here, thinking about getting some lifesteal for himself, and it looks like the Legion team might be thinking about making a push up the center here. They know they've been eking out this advantage. They should take a tower with as much force as possible, and they are chilling here at the center of the map, waiting. Wretched Hag obviously can blink in. He can use his sheep very effectively, and of course, we just got to be careful when they do engage, because the Hellborn team is all here, all 5 of them. And wow, that Soul Stealer is, goodness, he is strong as hell right now. Right now, what is his name? Loda, there we go. He has been saving up gold, currently at 2,000 gold. So perhaps he's just saving up for buybacks at this point in the game. Doesn't want to risk dying and not being able to respawn and defend his towers as well as his barracks. At the highest level as well, level 24. Gonna continue to rack up that gold for buyback, I would assume. I don't really see what other items he could buy at this point, except for possibly a Satanic, which is the Dota name. I do apologize for that, just not too familiar with the Han names there. But it looks like towards the bottom side, puzzle blocks being used there, as the Zephyr getting his farm on these creeps. And wow, this game is getting extremely long, 50 minutes in right now. And most Han games have ended, usually should end by this point. I might have to run for another drink of water. But it really looks like the Hellborn team has been kind of slipping this game away, and I'm just waiting to see when that next battle should occur. Doesn't look like Kongor has respawned yet. So nobody has that token right now. There we go, Kongor finally respawning for the 3rd time today. And at this point in the game, he does drop a pair of bananas, which can be used to heal yourself up to full life and mana. And it looks like the next big battle is going to occur for Kongor.